afternoon, everybody. On Positively Tampa Bay today, we're shining the spotlight on a couple in Hudson who started out by feeding more than 200 homeless individuals every Sunday. Then they took foster kids into their home, becoming foster parents, and then they've created a unique home, a youth ranch for foster children. Joining us with more, we welcome to our studios Jose and Ampy Suarez, who are the co-founders of this very unique youth ranch. It's called the Hope Youth Ranch. First of all, congratulations and thank you so much for what you're doing in our community. How did the idea come about to start Hope Youth Ranch?
Well, it was it's basically just like you were saying. When we started meeting the homeless and ministering to them and building relationships after a year of being with them, we realized that the common thread was that everyone in the street has been traumatized or abused in some form and never dealt with it. And so as a result, then we decided to back up into the cycle and become foster parents. And as we did that, then we realized that there were kids in need of higher, more therapy and psychiatric services, but when we looked around in our county, that didn't have any. And so that's where we started.
Describe for us the youth ranch itself, the physical. How many acres is it? You're in Hudson. Tell us what it looks like.
We're in Hudson. It's on the main campus is on about 10 acres. Has a home, our main campus home has room for 8 girls. Husband and wife live with the girls, so it feels, works, functions like a home. Next to that, there's a large pool with a slide, and then 6 horses that we have in stables, and attached to that is another building that we're using for schooling right now. And then there's another home about 5 miles away that we have 6 more girls there, and then we just opened up another one for siblings.
And Ampy, you were telling me about the school and how the school has really developed into not just a resource for the foster kids at the ranch, but for the community.
Yes, in 2009 we were approached by a parent in the community who had a son with autism, and she asked us if we would have him come to our school, if he could come to our school. And I remember telling her we're an all-girls program, and so he was the only boy in the school in an all-girls program, and he did very, very well. And soon word spread that we were a McKay-funded school and that we were working with kids with autism. And right now we have a waiting list of 12 children because the need is so great for a school where they can feel at ease. Like Jose described, it's 9 acres, it's wooded, it has horses, so immediately the kids are set at ease by the setting.
So there is a waiting list, and you shared with us a photograph of the classrooms. They're really in need of renovations and additional space. How can the community help you?
Yeah, it's very cramped because right now we have a total of 30 students in the school. The zoning in Pasco County has allowed us to go up to 50, but we have to set up some modulars in order to expand, to give them more rooms and bring in these kids in the waiting list. But in order to do that, we were surprised with some impact fees at the end of the whole thing, and so we have to raise at least $12,000 to make that happen, to close to close all the requirements that they need and pay those fees and open up.
How would you describe the results, though, with the kids?
We're amazed. We have turned our administrative offices into classrooms, and we're so tight for space, but the successes that we're seeing in the space that we have is amazing. And one that comes to mind, we had a young man arrive in September when we first opened the school in 2009, and he had not been verbal in school since kindergarten. He had a part in our Christmas play, and it was a speaking part. So he had started to speak. But we've seen many children who had been traumatized from prior experiences in school because of autism or learning disabilities, or they were being bullied because they were a little different, come and be successful.
Well, thank you again for what you're doing. If you at home would like to learn more about the Hope Youth Ranch, here's the information on your screen. You can learn all about their programs by visiting their website at hopeyouthranch.org. Thanks for watching, everybody.